Hello, everybody. This is JW with the National LiveScan Association. And today's series, today's episode, today's LiveScan.Cafe. Oops, hold on for a second. Got to do something here. Get them cups ready. Now I got a little spoon here, a little secret sauce. Hold on, please. And I got my big J cup. So welcome to LiveScan.Cafe. And this show right here we're going to talk about pretty much the first months running a live scan or ink card fingerprinting business. And we do have a special guest. So I'm going to go ahead and bring on board in a few seconds here. I want you guys to give her a big shout out. She is a tough cookie here and she's going to be playing around. She's a hustler too. We're going to talk about her first month after receiving training. What was going on? When did she start fingerprinting? Did she fingerprint somebody yet? Or when is the first person she's going to fingerprint? But let's go ahead and bring on board right here. All right, then let's give a warm welcome and a big shout out to our special guest, Tawana Johnson. Tawana, how are we doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Pretty good, pretty good. Now, I know you have a nickname out there and stuff like that. Before we get started, Kings, please let me go ahead and do something real fast if you can see your nickname.
What's my nickname?
T Sweet T. All right, now tell the world how you got that nickname.
Because I'm so nice. Because I'm so sweet.
I believe you. I believe you. That's a good thing there. I'm trying to fix something here real fast. Okay, got that taken care of. So Mrs. T Sweet T Johnson. Do we call you Sweet T? Do we call you TT?
TJ.
Or TJ it is. All these different nicknames. But I like T Sweet T though. All right. So I have some things here for you here. First of all, welcome to the National LiveScan Association LiveScan.Cafe show, streaming at LiveScan.Cafe. And I want to introduce you pretty much about you and your business. Can you tell us about your business name, how'd you got the name, and what are you currently doing? What were you doing before you started doing fingerprinting?
Okay. Well, my business name is Nitty Notary. How I came up with that name, I don't know, something about nitty gritty, because anything that I do, I get down to the nitty gritty of it. I want to do it. I dig all in. So I think that name fits my personality. What was the other part of what was I doing before?
Yes.
I was working at a warehouse for a short while, and then I hurt my back. And while I was on leave, I became a notary signing agent. Y'all excuse the noise in the background at McDonald's. I became a notary signing agent. So I was just doing loan closings and things like that. And then I wanted to look into what other ways I can make income as a notary business, just in case the loan signing slowed down. And I came upon fingerprinting. So I did a little research and emailed some people. You were one of those that got back to me, and I decided to take the course.
Good for you. Good for you. Now, since taking the course I think you finished just over a month ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I people say safe month, maybe a few days, a few weeks afterwards. Less than 2 months, a month ago. What were you doing since then?
Since finishing the course?
Yes.
The loan sign has been keeping me really busy, and unfortunately I got sick a few weeks ago. But anytime that I had any energy that I could muster up or time, I would update my website. I would put some information on Google regarding the fingerprinting services.
Okay.
I hadn't switched my website over to the other host yet, but I did start creating little blogs about fingerprinting, ink card fingerprinting. So every week I'm releasing a new blog. And before I actually came out of my illness, a lady, I just got like an alert on my phone that I was booked for fingerprinting. And I was like, oh Lord, I immediately got scared because I was like, oh shoot, I haven't done this yet, but you know what? You gotta start somewhere. So
that's true. That is true. So after the training, your health wasn't the best. You recovered from the health situation that you had. And while you're recovering, you were planting seeds, working on your websites, More than one. She emphasized websites, people. Hope you heard that. That's a nugget. Also, you're planting season how to get customers. And you said something here. I hope people picked up on it. You got a notification on your phone. What was this notification?
That someone had booked a fingerprinting session. So the way my website is set up, when they book online, I'll get an alert. They'll, get their confirmation. But also, it tells me that I just got paid. I got paid already. I haven't even.
When you got paid, what were you doing? When you got the notification,
I was in bed.
You got money. What were you doing?
In bed.
So you're in bed planting seeds, getting paid.
Yeah. Yes.
See, that's the good thing.
Yeah.
Oh man,
for a moment it was sometimes that negativity will creep into your head because you're like, oh my gosh, I'm in a state where this company has things on lockdown, but where am I needed? Where do people want me? How can I, so you just keep pushing. You actually can't think about that aspect of it. You just have to keep pushing, like, okay, they're coming, they're waiting on me. So let me just keep doing what I need to do and they'll come. If you build it, they will come.
I'm taking notes right here too, because folks who knows me, I can't share my notes here, but I'm taking some serious notes right now. So you said something, they're waiting on you. That's a good mindset. Yeah. Waiting. I'm learning something every day on you. That's good. Folks, please.
Because with the research that we did, that you would tell us to do during the class, some things that I discovered on the part of town that I'm on, there's not a lot of ink card fingerprinting. And correct. There's one, the LiveScan, the digital nearby. But, obviously somebody can use me. She's a nurse. She contacted me. I think she just graduated. So, and I want to do the best job that I possibly can. So she can tell, I'm sure she met other nurses in class, so she can spread the word, or maybe she knows somebody I can, speak with to get in there.
Okay, good. So while you're in bed, you were planting seeds, working on your websites more than once, you were saying, and you're waking up saying you got paid. Why did you get paid first versus getting paid after you're supposed to fingerprint somebody? What was the purpose behind that, getting paid up front?
I put the proper options on my website, because if you don't have it like that, you can really miss out on money. So I put like a base price, and they have a chance to put whatever they're needing. So I do make sure that I put on there that you may be invoiced, for further or whatever like that. There was another option. Well, she was quick. You know what? I take that back. She was quick to pay, because the way we do set it up, sometimes you're not sure of what all they're going to be needing. So you don't want them to pay this small amount and then they come back and it's, a little more and things like that. So I do have on there that they will be contacted to get further information, and that I can invoice them as well.
What we found, and we currently, I'm so glad you're doing that. That makes sense. Customers have more of accountability to show up if they paid ahead of time. A lot of folks say, I'm not going to charge them up front. I'm going to wait till they show up. I know they're going to show because they signed up, so they're going to come here because they're going to keep their word. They're going to show up, and then we're going to charge them then. A big percentage of that, they don't show up.
Yeah.
Things might happen. I got tired, the TV show came on, Netflix special came on, whatever the case may be, I'm gonna stay at home, watch a LiveScan.Cafe episode with National LiveScan, that cool technician JW. Whatever it is, they're gonna think of different reasons. But once they have that capability there, they know what to expect and they're gonna show up. And by you paying online, you share with them also, you're pretty much a little small snippet of your terms and services and what to expect ahead of time, which is pretty good. It gives you a lot more credibility too, which I like that. Very good. And folks, once again, please be taking notes, because this is a lot of good information, really good information. All right, now, the client paid. Did you fingerprint them yet?
No.
Okay, when are you going to fingerprint them?
I'm sorry.
When are you going to fingerprint your first client?
In about 2 hours.
Today.
Yeah.
Oh man. We need to capture that moment there. If you don't mind, give us a video afterwards about your experience with that, and we'll share with the folks later on. I think all this listening to this live show right now or recording session later on will go to hear your first testimony, your first customer.
Okay.
Please do it, because people like to hear that experience, the very first customer. Despite all the training we shared with you, it's your first customer, paying
Yeah.
customer, with that number looking over your shoulder.
Right.
It was
Right.
going on. Now, I'm glad to hear that. I really am. I had another question for you here. I'm just going to flip it around right now by did you keep your first dollar digital receipt? So I should change this here and say, are you going to keep your first dollar or digital receipt? They pay in the line. You should save that receipt and frame it.
Yeah, I am. And then I'm starting to move into my office today. So I'll be officially open September 1st. So yeah, I'm going to put that up there.
All right. So what she's saying, folks, I'm already ahead of the game. The Nitty Gritty Notary grand opening September 1st. I like that. See, we think alike. Great minds think alike.
Yeah.
Barber we have. You know that? People be jealous and stuff like that. They be jealous.
Yes.
Yeah, they be jealous. All right. What things are coming to your mind right now for this day or last night about your first customer? What's coming to your mind right now? What are you thinking about for your very first customer? What are you saying
the
to you?
first thing I thought about was, because of COVID and everything, I thought about safety.
Okay.
So I made sure I have my PPE. I don't just have a mask. I also have like a shield to wear over my face. Even like with loan signing, I go into people's homes and I have my mask on. They're always, oh, you can take it off. But I want them to feel like, I'm looking out for them to make sure that they're gloves.
Good.
And one of the things that I was thinking about, because with the training, all of the different people that I've done, I've gone to them, and just like I'm going to do with this customer, my main concern is her countertop. Okay, is her countertop tall enough? If she, I'm thinking like, okay, so if I encounter this and it's too low, what am I going to have to bring her arm up to a level that's more comfortable for her, and I can get that fingerprint right. That's my main concern. But other than that, just get in there, be professional, relax, and get her to relax, and just do what you gotta do.
Good. Now, what if you get there and have a very, very low coffee table? What you gonna do?
Ooh. I mean, I'm sure they have countertops in the kitchen.
They do. They do.
Yeah. And I have, maybe some stuff in my car I can get to, like a little box or something to bring. Yeah.
Good. Some things we share with folks out there who took a training before and they know about this. Always be prepared. And what Sweet Tea just shared with us, to be always be aware ahead of time where you're going to go and what type of surface you're going to fingerprint on. So different things you could bring with you to elevate the height. And she knows what these are. She has different things in her car to adjust with the height. Kitchen countertop be perfect like that, but just always think about the ahead of time and what ask folks to do. Because this is also your first mobile service for fingerprinting too, then.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You've done done mobile service before for Notary all the time.
Right.
There's a different twist to it here, which is a good thing. You're thinking ahead. You also mentioned that you want to get the customer be relaxed, which is a good to break the ice, because some folks would tense up to fingerprint, or like sometimes they got 1,000 questions. When you do a loan doc signing agent, you out there doing those loan docs and stuff as a notary, they got all these questions about things they should be asking the mortgage broker or the real estate agent day one, but they wait till you show up to get these questions answered. And we all know as a notary, you're not supposed to give them answers like that. Contact the agent or the broker they work with for those specific answers like that. Disclaimer to put out there. And I've been a notary. My first year's been a notary was 1994 was a good year. I'm still a rookie.
I'm still in high school.
Oh man, that was a little bit Just a little bit there. Okay. So we talked about that there. I'm gonna go down here. Got a bit more questions for you here. Your favorite tool as of right now for doing your fingerprint business. What things are you using right now? What tools or techniques are you using right now when planting seeds?
Oh, what tools am I using to plant seeds? Right now, Google business pages. That's like a big one. Of course, social media.
Okay, which platforms do you use?
Facebook and Instagram right now. I've done a little bit on TikTok, and I'm going to actually boost that.
Okay.
Quite a bit more. I'm working on some material for that. When I move, to my office, one of the things I plan on doing is getting to know the other businesses in the area.
Good.
Good. And hosting like a little breakfast. September, I think it's September 25th. I think I'm planning on having like a little breakfast, come out and meet Nitty Gritty Notary.
Good, good.
I'm trying to get a company to come out and do shredding. They're pretty expensive, so we might have to find another way, but just to offer something to the people to come out and let them know that I'm there. Good. So that's the main thing. Just social media presence is really big, and like I said, get to know your community. Nextdoor, the Nextdoor app. There's also a thing called Thumbtack, an app where people can go on and
look that up.
Yeah, they can go on. Now I've gotten some notary gigs from that one. The problem with Thumbtack, I already emailed them, is they have say that, and I just became a wedding officiant as well.
Okay.
They don't have fingerprinting on there, so I did email them and let them know that you're saying you. For notaries that listen to all these other services, I let them know that we do fingerprinting as well, and they need to add that to their platform. So I got an email back that they're working on it.
Well, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
So these online platforms are pretty good to have, and I heard they're kind of expensive. It's called the word free most of the time, so that's a
right.
Goes a long way. What challenges are you facing right now as in scaling your business to the next level? What things are you working on right now? What big projects or challenges you're working on? Or have you encountered any particular challenges?
I think the biggest challenge is probably up here.
Can you go more about?
Because I know I know it's out there. You just have to put yourself out there and go and get it. You can't always wait for people to come to you. So I think, like I said, you gotta knock that stinking thinking out of your head. You gotta realize that, okay, the business is out here. This world is really, really big, so you have to be creative. You have to know that even if the company's right up the road, they can't handle everybody, everything. So sometimes you gotta learn to approach people and let them know that you can handle their overflow. Let them know that you're not competition. You co-opetition. We can cooperate. We can work together and still make good money.
That's true.
So I think it's more of a mindset thing that I've encountered so far. And I don't know what's to come, but I think long as I get my mind right, I can do anything.
That's very important because a lot of people have a mindset of scarcity, and it goes down. And if you think outside the box, or some people call it a mindset, like I like to use the word mindset also, you just got to understand sometimes it's not just your mindset that affects you, but actually it is your mindset that affects your operation, your organization. Mindset attracts the similar type of mindsets out there too. So by you looking out there to cooperate or work with other organizations to scale both organizations, it's a win-win. Engaging different audience out there too. And something we circle back on, people haven't noticed it. I picked up on it early on. Your first customer is the medical field. Why does a person in the medical field need ink card fingerprinting?
Well, this particular person, she's a nurse and she's going to be traveling. So I did put on social media about travel nurses. I put that out probably more than anything else, but I've tried to reach out to teachers as well.
Why do you pick travel nurses?
They're really needed right now. And then if you listen to the news, you hear about these nurses traveling to different states to help out in COVID units and stuff like that. So right now, I'm really trying to get them, especially the ones that are coming, because there are nurses coming out of school. Like,
Yes.
man,
Yes.
they're coming out of there. So I'm like, hey, pick me. I'm over here. I can help you.
And where else?
But you know what? One thing I noticed though is you have to appeal to. Okay, they're coming out of nursing school. That's been stressful. COVID is going on. They're probably excited but nervous and scared all at the same time as well. You have to appeal to make them feel like this. You're helping them. I'm going to come to you. You know, you've already been through enough stress. I'm going to come to you, get this taken care of, make sure that your prints go through. You don't have anything else to worry about. You just have to reassure them that you're taking care of them, because they're going to be taking care of a lot of people.
True. That is true. That is true. I like that. So the travel nurses, pretty much, for those that heard of that industry phrase before, they pretty much reside in a particular state, in this case in Texas, but to be traveling in other states. And by going to other states, they need a background check, which is typically going to be a live scan if they're in that particular state. But they do have the option and the flexibility to come into a person like T Sweet T right here, or ink card fingerprinting, and she fingerprints them on the ink cards, get ink cards back to the travel nurse, and they send ink cards off to the out-of-state requesting agency to get that live scan and get the background check done through ink cards in lieu of a live scan. So that's a pretty good niche.
And when I called her to confirm, I did ask, you know, are you needing me to FedEx them overnight or whatever? And she said, no, I'll handle it. And she actually has her own. She actually has her own cards as well. But good. You know, that's
one thing I have to share with you here for those listening too, and please write this down. If you're doing ink card fingerprinting and you mentioned that the fact that she's scheduled and paid online, this is called like an upsell. You might want to add an additional service on top of that Thursday. You know what? You schedule for ink card fingerprinting. Do you need us to mail you some ink cards? Sometimes they're going to say yes. You can upsell that service as an add-on to send them out ink cards as Friday mail or perhaps FedEx.
Mm-hmm.
So folks, write that down. It's an upsell there. And it's a good thing to have. Just like you're going to grocery shopping, you're about to purchase your items. On one side, you got the beef jerky and magazines. Other side, you got the bubble gum and breath mints. You know, it's an upsell.
Yeah. You want to try to make it as simple as possible on your website, because if they have to keep bouncing from here, there, whatever to make that purchase, you might lose them.
Correct.
So if you have a portion on your website that just tells about your services, make sure that you bold some of those letters and create a link. And you create a link so they can just easily click on it. It'll take them to book your appointment now. Don't leave it to where they read and then they have to go find another tab and say, oh, this is where I book it. You want to make sure it's a smooth transition for them.
That's right. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. Okay, then. Speaking of keeping things simple, do you have a 6-month game plan? If not, why not?
Well, I hadn't really thought about 6-month game plan, but the steps that I was taking, like I mentioned, was I'm doing the move. That's in September. Well, the end of this month. So I know I'll be in the new office. Part of that, I guess you say, game plan was, like I said, to get to know the community, the services that are out there, places where I could leave my business information, and then start, you know, kind of focus my marketing in certain areas that are nearby first.
Okay.
But also keep on, you know, blasting social media and everything. But I say, you know, just working with other businesses, and especially if they don't know anybody that does that, you're going to stand out, you know.
Correct.
And they'll be like, oh, I know somebody. You know, let me get the information for you.
Now, since you're going to stand out and be blasting social media, what are your thoughts about getting testimonials?
Oh, this is what I did. In my phone, in my notes, I have a little text message that I send people. This is for customers that I've already dealt with. And I'm usually sending it as I'm walking out the door, or I may be saying something to them and say, hey, I'm going to, you know, send you this link. Would you mind giving me a review on Google or something like that? So it's a really short text message, and it has the link to my Google reviews. So all they have to do is click on it. And a lot of people don't say anything. They'll just give you a quick 5 stars or whatever, which I'm fine with. And some will write a review. So I do have that just to make it easy for them, because I've already, followed up with them through text message anyways.
Okay.
So I'll send that link to them and they'll quickly respond. But I like testimonials. Hopefully this lady likes me and she'll give me a really great one. But I get plenty of them from my notary services in Long City.
Good.
So
Good. Now, for testimonials for fingerprinting wise, always at the share with folks, they should set some type of goal. How many testimonials you have between now and the next 30 or 60 days on the Google business page, or not YouTube, I might have to say something else, to Yelp page like that. So you might want them having a goal. I'm gonna get like 20 testimonials between now and the end of the month. That means you got to pay 20 more times, which is a good thing. Or I'm shooting for 100 testimonials in the next 30 days, the next 60 days, or something like that. You might want to have something like that there as a goal and engage with the customers. Ask them for those reviews. Reviews, that's 2 things. It lets people know how good of a service you're providing to the community. Also, reviews will let you know what you could do differently to enhance the customer's experience.
Right.
The testimonials and the reviews are very important to engage in those and see what you could do differently to make the experience that much better. So the testimonials are very important to have.
Yes.
They are. So you mentioned your grand opening day is September 1st.
Well, I'll be in the office September 1st. I'm planning to do a soft opening. I think it's September 25th, if that's a Saturday. And that's just kind of a meet the community type thing. The grand opening may come, maybe it will be after October, because October is booked with so much other stuff. But October, November, probably in November, maybe do something. But I just wanted to kind of start getting the word out, taking in business here and there. But yeah.
Where do you see yourself 6 months from now with your business? Do you see them lining up outside the door, or are you having another extra person helping you out with your operation, where one person does the mobile?
I hope to have 2 people. I've already had people reach out to me, not necessarily about fingerprinting, but mentoring them in just like business and notary work and things like that. But I always let them know, you got to have, when they say have multiple streams of income, it doesn't have to be several businesses. It can be that one solid business, but you can be doing different things from it.
Right.
And that's what I'm trying to create right now. And then having the office will allow me to have someone there. My daughters have shown interest, so I'll, work with them so someone can be there while I'm maybe, out doing the mobile work. So I hope to have at least two in place.
Good. And folks out there watching the show right now, and you like what you're hearing, give us some thumbs up and join the channel. And also, like to hear more great videos like you're seeing right now, leave your remarks in the comment section. Tell us what you'd like to hear about next time. We do review them, we do read them, and try to get you guys' questions answered as quickly as possible. I promise not to keep you online forever here, but I want to thank you for coming on board here with us for this nice introduction. And we did tell you guys during training also, we help promote your locations too, so we're here for that too. What I'd like to do maybe 6 months from now is invite you back and give us, how you came. 6 months from now, revisit what we're doing today. That'd be pretty fun if you'd like to do that there.
Yes. I'll be in my office.
Offices. Yep.
Yes.
Oh, one other thing here. Where do you plan to think? Where are you going? You say you're going to the customer's house. You answered earlier. Okay, then. I'm going to my little notes right here. So pretty much I'm going to revisit what you're saying. Some notes I gathered from this option right here. And you have some good nuggets there too. And it's very informative. And we got a big hello there from Miss Crystal Davis. Hello, Crystal.
Hi, Crystal.
You mentioned online. Write this down, Crystal. She mentioned online appointment system. She mentioned getting paid up front, not afterwards. Get your money. She was waking up in bed getting paid. That's a nice feeling there. Have a positive mindset, looking forward, making things happen. So Crystal's on the roll too. keep pushing. They're waiting for you, and that's good. Like you said, the world is a big place. The world is a big world. It's a big place out there. There's plenty of business out there to keep going. Terms of services you mentioned briefly on your website there. Being safe and think about the safety of folks out there, especially this turbulent times of COVID-19. Let's see there. Think about letting the customers know what to expect when you get there, and think about your work area when you get there to fingerprint people, especially for mobile services. Keep it simple, and a lot more over there. I'm always letting. I appreciate that time right there. Anything you want to share with the folks before we close out the session for the day?
Not really. I just say believe in yourself.
I like
Don't
that.
allow negativity to creep in, because if you allow that seed to be planted, it can grow. So if it comes in there, do whatever you can to just knock it right back out. Don't expect. I mean, a lot of times we expect those closest to us to be our main business and our best supporters. It's not going to always be that way, and it's okay. Your biggest supporters are people that you don't even know yet. So
Wow,
just
that's
put
deep.
yourself out there.
That's deep. Really, really deep. I like that there. For those like to learn more about the training programs they have, for more about the association, just visit us online at LiveScan.Chat, which is LiveScan.Chat, like chit chat. And you talk to more folks like myself, and hopefully down the line, the nitty gritty folks out there too would join our team to be one of our instructors down the line. Something to think about there. I know you're thinking about before, we talked about that before, but I'm glad what you're saying here, because it's very positive. It really is. I need all the information. I'm just learning about this. I am located in a small country called Georgia. All right. Yeah. So she's out there. She's taking those too.
Good.
I want to thank everybody out there for joining us today. Here, I'm going to go ahead and end this session for today. And once again, a few months from now there, Miss T, Sweet T, we're going to bring you back. Oh, something consider myself also to bring us out there too. People will believe in pricing, not marketing. Get paid up front has a lot more credibility. It really, really does.
Yeah.
It really, really does. All right, folks. Thank you for watching here. This is the National LiveScan.Cafe. It's myself, Jay Deborah Reed, with National LiveScan Association, and our special guest today, Tawana Johnson, aka TJ, aka TT, aka Sweet T, aka T, Sweet T. In other words, the sister got it going on. Okay. All right, folks. There, TJ, stay on the line for a few seconds here. We'll go ahead and get this going here. Everybody, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.